Okay, in this video I want to talk about gores, and they're very, very simple. Gores are basically just when you cut your skirt or bodice or dress or whatever into all these different sections that kind of have shaping built into the seams, but also not just shaping to fit closer, but shaping to add fullness too. Okay. So what we're going to do here, first thing is take your skirt pattern, your front or your back. Usually on goring, from what I've seen, it's going to be the same all the way around the skirt. So, meaning as far as seam lines. So what you're going to do is, I'm just doing 6 pieces on this example, and then I'll show you very easily how you can do more than 6 pieces. And when I say 6 pieces, I mean a centerpiece, and then the side pieces, and then and that's your front, and then on your back you also have a centerpiece, and then your side pieces. When you have 6 pieces like that, and your centers are together and not split in half, then you would just put your zipper in the side seam. Easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna make this like a dotted line so you can tell that that's together. Okay, so start with your skirt pattern. We're going to put the center on the fold. So this could be your back or your front. You're going to do the same thing to both. And then you're going to come where your dart is, right where the dart point is. You're going to go from that point all the way down, perfectly straight down to the hem. And that line is going to be parallel to your front line. So however far away your dart point is from your center, the bottom of that line is going to be the same distance away from the center, okay? You're going to come straight down all the way. Then what you're going to do, just in this example, we're going to leave this side dart, okay? Now, if you only have one dart on your front and on your back, then you can just use that dart as the dart that you draw your line on, okay? So it's the same whether you have one dart or 2 darts, okay? Now, you're going to cut this apart and then cut your dart out, and your dart is going to be a part of the seam now, okay? So in this example, on the number 2, so you can see this is where that red line is, okay? And then you can see the seam line kind of curves where the dart was, okay? So you can see this is what used to be the dart here, okay? So now the dart has become the seam line, or a part of the seam line, okay? Cool, and then I drew this like this just to show you that this is one whole piece, or you can put it on the center, on the fold line of your fabric. And then when you cut it out, it'll make one whole piece. You still need to mark your center and know where your center is, okay? Especially if you're trying to join up your waistbands and all that stuff. But anyway, so you got your center, that's one piece, and then this is your side panel, that's another piece. And then you'll have like your hip here, and this will connect to the side of the back. And then your back will also have a center piece. So when you put them all together, you'll have your one center piece and your 2 side pieces on the front and on the back. Then you'll put your zipper in the side somewhere, okay? And really that's it. Now if you want to do more gores than that, like you could you could divide this piece in half also. And then your side dart would also become a part of another seam line. And so then you would have one big center piece and then 2 side pieces for each side. So that would be 10 gores, because you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your front, and then you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your back. Okay. In this example, your side pieces would be smaller than your center piece, and that's okay. That's all about how you want it to look. And then you can also, if you want, divide this piece into 2 pieces. So your center could be a seam line. So then you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 on your front and then 6 on your back. And then you could put the zipper back in the center back if you want, or you can leave it on the side, whatever. And then you would have 12 gores. So it's really up to you. Or you could do 11 gores, and you could divide the center back and have 6 pieces on the back and then 5 pieces on the front, keeping your center front as one whole piece. So it's just, you go crazy here. Also, one of the other things that I mentioned and I just didn't show you, for gores, you can also add fullness. So you could have it fitted here and then have some fullness added about there on your pieces, okay? And then you could do the same thing on this piece and here, okay? But each one of your pieces can have this little flare added to it, and then each of the flares all the way around is going to make that bottom hemline much bigger than the area above where there's no flaring, okay? And then you can always add a piece of horsehair or something to hold that hemline out better, or you could add a little petticoat if that's in the area what you want to do, or whatever. The sky's the limit. Or you don't even have to fit it that high up. Or I'm sorry, flare it that high up. You can come down to about, like, if this is your knee, you can come down to about where the knee is, or to the mid-thigh. And then you could do your flare, whatever. So it's up to you. Hope you have fun. I hope this taught you a little bit about goring and separating your skirt patterns into a bunch of different pieces. So it's up to you. You could also do some crazy designs like this, and you could have a seam line like that, and seam line like this, and all these crazy seam lines everywhere. So yeah, that's it. Bye.